So I've seen it in a lot of my friends suffering with mental illness, whether it's just stress or if it is something more intense, maybe depression, maybe bipolar. And I as well suffer from anxiety, so I wanted to help other people know that they can seek out help and know that they can live a life with it. They can still do normal things. It doesn't affect them, and looking at me, you wouldn't notice it on regular days. Some days you know it. So I did want to help other people feel comfortable about it and start those conversations.
So I joined Active Minds because my sophomore year of high school, my best friend had committed suicide. And then this past semester, my little sister attempted to commit suicide. And so she's been in and out of seeing different therapists and stuff. And I've had an uncle commit suicide, and it's just very prominent in my life, I guess. And also just, so, like we were saying, I don't know, we always talk about at Active Minds how everyone has their own issues, and just with getting people to talk about them to feel more comfortable with them.
I think part of the reason is because you can't see a mental illness. So if someone has a physical disability, you know it's there, and you don't treat them differently because of that, or at least you shouldn't treat them differently because of that, but you know it's there and you can't argue that because you can see it. If someone has depression or they're schizophrenic or something like that, you can't see that, and a lot of people don't want to believe that exists, so they act like they're making it up. And a lot of the times that results in people just being really mean about people who have mental illnesses. And it's a lot of misunderstanding and intolerance.
I think it's primarily an issue because of how educated people are on the subject. I think that a lot of people don't really know what qualifies as mental health, or they don't really have an idea of what that actually, what falls under the umbrella of maybe mental health, so they just don't know a lot about the issue.
If you know something that other people don't, so if a friend confides in you and tells you that they're diagnosed with something or other and they're having a particularly bad day, some people complain about it and say that they're being overdramatic or they're just being upset for no reason, but there actually is a reason and they don't realize it, so it's just them ignoring it again.
People who have physical issues, oh, they were born that way, they had an accident or something, but you don't really know why someone just dislikes themselves so much or can't be happy in their life, and it's just uncomfortable for people because they don't understand, they don't have enough information on it to really be able to help them through it.
I think they don't realize that the damage that they cause, it's the same kind of thing with an R word, or saying that you're going to kill yourself because of they don't have chocolate in the calf or something like that. They don't realize that some people have actually had those thoughts, and those are very serious things to be saying, and they just say it like it's nothing. So I think that that's something that eventually I hope will change, and it'll be another almost revolution for lingo, but it's very frustrating to hear those things.
I think that it might be tough to get it started because people might still feel uncomfortable kind of bringing themselves out to the events, and they might not want to kind of associate themselves with it if they don't need to. But I think as it becomes a more prominently thing that's seen on this campus, then maybe more people will come out, and it could definitely help to educate people on the issue and might start bringing kind of light to it.
It is still hard for some people to want to reach out and join it, and I think a lot of people may be nervous because they think, oh, I have to be affected personally by it, and you don't have to. A lot of people are there for support of relatives they may know at home, or their friends or suite mates here, and those suite mates don't have the courage to come. So we are still trying to build up our numbers. It's really only this semester we've been going full force, so next year we are excited to kind of build it up a lot more.